everyone. It is May, believe it or not. And it's going to be a beautiful month of rebirth and lighter energies and Mother's Day and springtime and flowers blooming. And just really excited. I really always feel like May, June, July is just the rebirth, the coming out of. All that new year energy and then finishing winter. And I'm in upstate New York, so it sometimes takes a long time for winter to move on out. And this was one of the years that it really took a long time. We were struggling with flurries right up until, just a couple weeks ago. So I am recording this at the end of April, on April 28th. We are going to be starting May here in just a few days. And I'm really excited, like I said. So I wanted to start with pulling some overarching themes with the Christ Consciousness deck by Amanda Ellis, and see what the Jesus energy wants to impart to us about this month and what we're going to be experiencing, what we need to be aware of. And the first one is, look at that. Yeah. The key to life. Look at that, rebirth. So there is going to be some key coming into your awareness that's going to allow you this month to really feel like you're unlocking the door to the stagnant energy, unlocking the door to what has not been working for you, and walking through the new door. Really, really, really powerful energy is what it feels like, especially for those of you who have been really in the process of releasing and healing and moving away from situations that really just for a long time did not serve you. And now it's time to move on. It's time to understand that you are powerful, that you do have the key within you. So I'm just going to go ahead and look at a little bit of what she wrote about this card. I'm not going to read the whole thing because she actually did a very nice job, and these are very lengthy descriptions, but I am going to pull out. Yes, the Ankh also comes to you as a symbol of balance for your masculine and feminine energy and your earthly physical life and your connection to higher realms, to stretch your arms out to life as the Ankh stretches out, embracing all it can taste, see, and touch, and having deep roots that ground in open expansiveness to all there is. The Ankh also offers protection in keeping you safe, knowing that nothing can damage a divine soul. All parts of you are intact and whole, all held in golden light, and always reflecting the best of who and what you are, which is a shining light here to brighten this world and beyond. So I think that what the energy is coming through here is you are being given the key to new doors, but as you walk through them, you are protected. And I think that is a beautiful, beautiful message to start this monthly reading out with. So you are protected. So again, those of you who have been really healing from long-standing situations, relationships, shadow, inner child, whatever has been coming up the last 4 months, just know that the door that you're walking through this month, you are protected to go in that new direction. So that's a beautiful, beautiful way to start this reading. Absolutely. So we're going to move on with the angel messages from Welly Valentine. So we're going to call in the archangels to... this isn't the archangels. This is angel messages. I'm sorry. So yeah. So on these cards, there aren't necessarily angels connected to these cards, but that's okay. The message, I feel like, is going to be powerful as it literally... Oh, yeah. Hello. This month. Yeah, look at that. Things are turning. Taking off. And I'm saying turning because I'm actually looking at this card. So yeah, these two cards came out together. Holy cow, you can't get more powerful than that. The World and the Chariot this month. Holy cow. So victory coming in, accomplishment coming in, turning the tides is coming in, going in a new direction is coming in. And again, I feel like balance is coming in, the Black and the White Horse. Yeah. So balance is coming in this month in some way to your life. So, and it's coming in fast, guys. That's the other energy that I'm really getting here. So, the Eight of Wands coming out to say, yeah, whatever is shifting, whatever's turning, whatever's coming in, it's meant for you. It is your new direction. And it may come in fast. So, not to allow yourself to block it. Don't block your blessings. You know, for some of you, this month is going to be a turning point, is what this feels like with these three cards. Very much a turning point in abundance. You know, eights are all about receiving abundance. We're in an 8 year. So I really feel like, and 7 and 21 is 8. 7 and 21 is 28. So two eights are showing up. So yeah, I do feel like this, where you have not been feeling abundance this far this year, maybe it started to trickle in, maybe some things did shift that would started to make you feel like there would be abundance, but I feel like this is the month that that door opens, the key turns in the lock, the protection is put in place, and now you're able to move forward very strongly. So as things kind of shift in your life kind of fast, things really like overnight, whether it's the call, the phone call, the email, whatever it is that's coming in to give you the information you've been kind of waiting for, maybe for years, right? I do feel like this is the month that things are going to take off. And this is where you have to know that this energy that's taking off is really bringing you into balance. So where there has been imbalance, I feel like the victory is coming in, the recognition is coming in through the willpower of your steadfastness, of your ability to allow yourself to believe and receive. You have been holding a vision for a very long time, is what it feels like. And maybe that vision has not been supported by the people around you. Maybe that vision was pie in the sky to some. Maybe that vision was dreamer vision, right? And so you kind of held it to yourself. You kind of put it within you, and you said, you know what? If you don't believe in me, that's okay. I believe in me on some level, even though I'm scared or even though I'm unsure, I'm unclear. Yeah, I believe in me, and I feel like these energies are now bringing you into that communication or that balance that's going to allow you to move forward. So for some of you, this is very the balance on the inner plane, in the inner body, at your soul level. You know that you are ready to move forward. You know that you have done the learning, you've done the healing, you are feeling the momentum shifting, where you now are feeling like it is time to go forward. And I feel like with this Eight of Fire, it is multitasking, it is activity, this is action, this is not waiting anymore, this is not networking, this is not researching, this is not playing it safe. This is things are taking off. And so I do feel like there is going to be some energy here where there might be a little bit of a leap of faith, or you know, using your faith to go forward in this energy, knowing that you have the knowingness within, you have the calling within, you have the skills and abilities within. And now this month, it's time to turn up. It's time to turn up. It's time to step in your power. It's time to put yourself out there. For some of you, you're stepping into a very being seen and being heard area. Yeah, it is time. It is time for the prosperity. It is time for the completion. It is time for security. There it is. You're protected. So yes, it is time to go forward. And if you're not sure, the Spirit is bringing us the Four of Air, which is meditation, contemplation, recuperation. So this is where you're stepping out of the old. You're stepping out of maybe an old job. You're stepping out of an old relationship. You're stepping out of anything that has been really weighing on your spirit. So the recuperation. And for some of you, it really is, this is validation that it's time to get into a meditation practice. That Spirit's really been bringing you the inspiration, right? The Spirit-inspired action to know what to do to go forward, know how to achieve your dreams, right? Achieve your goals, or help you with the that drive, that inner drive to throw caution to the wind. Throw caution to the wind. Know that you're supported. Know that spirit is protecting you, and that the naysayers around you, or the people that are trying to keep you cautious or playing small, you just have to let them be with light and love. But this is the energy this month to go forward. All right, let's get some advice from the Star Codes Astro by Heather Roan Robbins. So let's get some advice to go with this message. I'll take 3, I think. Yeah. Home. Yeah, for some of you, so I'm not an astrologer. That is not my forte. But the 4th house would be your home base. Our early home life impacts our sense of sanctuary and how we bring things to conclusion. Come home and make it a sanctuary. Create a place to renew and live an intimate, authentic life. Home is an emotional space more than a physical address, but both matter. Yeah, so I feel like the inner child wounding that happened at home, your early home, or any of the beliefs, the expectations, any of the old programming that you received at home from very early on is being challenged this month. I feel like there's going to be a lot of the ability to kind of let go of that old idea or that old pressure, right? Expectations sometimes can, especially when they're put upon us by others, can bring in pressure. And I feel like this is the month where the pressure valve gets released. This 4th house really does transform, where now you are creating sanctuary within your heart. You're creating sanctuary within your physical space. You're brightening things up. You're bringing in the flowers. You're maybe spring cleaning this month. But this inner and outer cleaning or cleanse is allowing you to go forward. So for many of you, there's a lot of this home energy that's being transformed because those old prescriptions, those old expectations, that old belief system, it came crashing down in the last few months in a lot of the that new moon eclipse, full new moon eclipse was powerful energy. And I feel like for many of us, our home attitude, shadow got impacted. We were able to release what we needed to release. And that's because we are now coming into releasing tension, square, semi-square, quincunx tension. It's because it's time to let go of any tension from those old stories, those old programmings, those old expectations, those old belief systems. It really is time to let that go. So let's just dig into this for a minute. These aspects are awkward, potentially confrontational, and the urge us to grow as we reconcile disparate points of view. Yeah, that's it. You really are starting to reconcile those old ideas, those old belief systems, expectations, how your parents were raised is how they raised you, right? But now you're looking at it going, yeah, that doesn't work for me. Those beliefs don't work for me. Those ideas don't work for me. Those expectations don't work for me. And something this month is allowing you to transform some of that. And again, the Ankh came through to say you're protected as you do this. So I do feel like there's a lot of energy that's kind of pushing you to go forward in maybe a way that you've not been able to go forward before. Because it's time to come into partnership. It's time to come into connection. So Gemini, cross-pollinate. Yeah, it's time to take on new ideas. And number 3, right? Master number 3. So some of you really coming into connection with the Ascended Masters this month. So you might have, Sunat Kamara coming through. You might be coming in connection with Kali Ma or Jesus, or any of the Ascended Masters that want to come through. So in some of you, this cross-pollinate, sorry, I didn't want to pause the camera. Some of you, this cross-pollinate really is about coming into connection with someone who is going to help you, fill up your cup, give you the impetus, help you with support. Yeah. With its symbol of a pair of twins conversing, Gemini asks us to weave a web of connections and build networks with humor and all forms of communication. This multiple air sign is ruled by Mercury and is connected to the lungs, shoulders, hands, and nerves. Gemini's purpose is to disperse ideas like milk thistle on the spring winds, cross-pollinate ideas like bees buzzing over the flowers. Oh my gosh, is that a beautiful metaphor for May? Because that's exactly what they're doing, and that's what Spirit's asking you to do. So really get into connection with people and ideas and situations that are going to fill up your cup and partner with you. So for some of you, this will be a May of partnerships, whether it's, friends, mentors, romance. So be open to partnerships because, you're cross-pollinating this month in however you want to take that. But yeah, this is exciting new energy that is really allowing you to step into the fullness and to flower in whatever way you're ready to flower. So however that looks for you. So this is a beautiful month of creation and new regeneration, rebirth. Yeah. And you're protected as you do this. So I will be now doing mini readings for each of the signs. Please check the description box for the timestamps and definitely check out your sun, your moon, and your rising signs and take what resonates. So thank you all for being with me. I'm Melissa L. Watkins, evidential medium and master instructor with integrated energy therapy, and all the information is in the description box. So have a beautiful month, and please like, subscribe, comment, share. I truly, truly appreciate all of the support. Have a beautiful month. Happy May. Hello, Taurus. Hello, welcome to May. Non-judgment, reflection, and projection. Yeah, this is going to be a month for you to really look at where you need to step back and not project the old feelings, the old thought patterns. This is a month of really getting into non-judgment, which you could also, there's a feeling here of maybe even forgiveness. So not judging yourself for any choices and decisions you've made in the past, not allowing you to really be hard on yourself, Taurus. This is a month to really learn from whatever is coming up and let yourself off the hook. Let yourself off the hook. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge yourself harshly. If you can learn from what you went through, decisions and choices you made that you look back on, you think, I wish I could have done better. It's okay. Let go of the woulda, coulda, shoulda. This is going to be a month of really releasing yourself from any self-imposed bondage, thoughts, recriminations, beating yourself up. Let it go. Let it go. Dang. Yeah. Letting it go. Letting it go. It's going to be so important. Don't hold on to that stuff this month. This is a month of release. This is a month of moving forward with joy and grace and ease, and anything that's getting in the way of that, forgive yourself, forgive the other person. It's simply, it's not important anymore. It's not who you are anymore. And now you need to love this new version of yourself. But yeah, let go of anything that you're putting yourself through the paces for. All right. So As the Weaver's Way is true. As the Weaver's Way is true. These are such unique cards that I will be reading what Colette Baron-Reid has to say about this. So horses in this card, and the moon. So the essential meaning of this card is trusting and surrendering to an essential partnership with the divine, reclaiming your magic. That's why you've got to let it go. The mystic story of the Dreamweaver invites us to imagine the purpose of these wise, benevolent beings working on our behalf who represent the higher wisdom that governs our lives. So if we don't really trust in them or any divine force, it means we believe only in our human will to make things happen, that everything is on our shoulders to carry. If we can't see the hidden realms, they don't exist. Only what we see does. Even the idea of our higher self is reduced to a philosophical ideal. Effort then becomes primary, hard work, struggle, goals to achieve, difficult relationships. A lot of people live this way. You don't. You know deep down that you can only do so much on your own. You need this divine partnership to make your life work. You were born to reclaim your magic, your roots in the mystical ways of the world. Trust becomes essential to surviving and thriving. Today, trust the way that is illogical, intuitive, perplexing, curious, and creative. Today, trust the way that is illogical, intuitive, perplexing, curious, and creative. This is the Dreamweaver's way, and it will always steer you into exploration and adventure. You will meet and befriend extraordinary people who will be your mystical companions. Just keep asking for a sign, and the next step will be revealed. Right now, your choice is obvious to your heart. Follow it and trust the outcome. So this is a month of moving forward. So I hope you enjoy your May. Thank you for being here. Welcome, Gemini. Welcome to May. And so we are going to start with unity, coexistence, and tolerance. Look at this beautiful card, coexistence and tolerance. You know, I think this is almost a juxtaposition of your nature, right? Being Gemini, the twins, always fighting the dualistic nature of yourself, giving and receiving and being and doing. And yeah, this is a month of really bringing it all together. This is a month of getting into coexistence and tolerance. This isn't a month to be confused. This isn't a month to multitask. This is a month to focus on one area of your life. Focus. It's almost like by focusing on the one thing and doing the one thing well, everything else kind of falls into place, is what it feels like this month. So yeah, I would say be very focused, and love yourself. Yeah, don't try to overdo it this month. Yeah, because, and this is why I love it. Look at this. New supportive connections are coming in this month. And if you're spreading yourself too thin, you may maybe not make the impression you want to make, or maybe you don't value a new connection for what it could be, because you're spreading yourself too thin or you're too distracted. I think that's the word I'm getting here, Gemini. Like, this is the month not to be distracted. This is the month to allow yourself to be focused. So stepping back, taking maybe a social media break, getting out in nature, maybe taking a weekend away, that kind of thing. But I do feel like these new supportive connections are here and they're coming in. And it's going to be really, really important for you to value them, trust them, act on them, give the time and attention that's needed to develop a new connection. Really, really cool. Really cool. And for some of you, this will be romance. For some of you, this will be a mentor. So take it how it resonates. But I feel like don't be distracted. Yeah, look at that. All the shoes fall from the sky. So this is going to be a month of almost reining yourself in. Waiting for the other shoe to drop, expectation of failure is a means of self-sabotage, fear of success, and not trusting good fortune. So that's what's coming in with this new connection. It is good fortune. So you have to embrace it. Sometimes when good things are presented to us, we keep our guard up because we're still expecting the worst to happen. We exaggerate our fears, or we get triggered and begin to speak about what is missing, what does not work, what could go wrong, or why we shouldn't attempt something. We may genuinely want something but push it away, rationalizing that we won't get it perfect. This mindset is actually a way to exert control over an outcome. You can neither fail nor succeed when you keep yourself suspended, staring at the proverbial shoes falling from the sky. It's easier to remain in stasis than to take the risk and move forward your dream or take action to build something better. This card gently tells you it's time to shift your thinking. Nothing will ever be perfect. There will always be a shoe that drops here and there. That's life. If you don't step forward toward your dream, you'll regret it. So summon your courage, and the dream weavers will weave their magic of protection around you and shower you with love. All the shoes may fall from the sky in some other universe, but not in yours. So I love that the main message and your personal message has the same message. Go forward. You're protected. The old energy is no longer. So have a beautiful, beautiful May, and thank you for being here. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to May. And the Holy Spirit is with you. Work through me. So whatever is heavy on your heart, whatever is not going right in your life, wherever you are stumbling, wherever you are feeling lost, the Holy Spirit is saying, I have you. Just lean on me. Call me in. Know that you are never alone, that you are always being guided, supported, and loved. And all you have to do is get quiet, and we will show you the way through signs, dreams, inspiration, people showing up to help you, whatever it is. The Holy Spirit works in many, many different ways, and not to try to figure it out. Just believe that whatever is coming into your life this month that's helping you, it's the Holy Spirit, and all you have to do is call on them. And I say them because it is a team. It is a team of Holy Spirits. It's a team of archangels. It's a team of spirit guides. It's a team of who has been around you your whole life to love you, guide you, and protect you. And all you have to do is call on them. So whenever you see the white dove or a bird, just know that that symbol, that animal totem, is coming in to say, we're here. You are not forsaken. You are not lost. This is a month of reclaiming your power, and we are here to help you do it. Whew, beautiful message, Cancer. Beautiful message. Yes, because it's time for you to discover your worth. Oh, I love it. This is a month of you coming in to discover your worth, who you are, your purpose, why you came to this planet at this time, how you can be beneficial to the people in your life, how you can shine your light. But you have to love yourself. You have to heal that which is not feeling good, where you've made choices and decisions in the past few months that didn't go the way you thought they were going to go. You really are feeling burdened. You are feeling lost. You are feeling alone. Holy Spirit is like, no, we are here. And now it is time for you to discover your worth. It is time for you to step into your power. For some of you, this is about money. For some of you, your worth is tied to your financial situation. So getting the job, getting the raise. I am feeling that for some of you, Cancers. But for others of you, this is about your self-worth, loving yourself so hard that anybody that's trying to diminish you in any way is like, no, not playing that game. We're done with that, right? When the bird sings gratitude. Oh, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Cancer. Whew, this is a beautiful, powerful message. You are not alone. Call on your Holy Spirit or Holy Spirits. For some of you, it's the crossed over loved ones showing up for you in signs and dreams. They're all around you, loving you, protecting you, and guiding you. I can't say that enough, Cancer. Gratitude is the essential power of manifestation, the law of praise, saying thanks in advance of goodness. Right now, you're being reminded of the quickening power of the law of praise. Saying thank you before actually receiving those good things you desire in life is a magical, sacred act. You may have been taught to say grace over your food, blessing it and giving thanks for nourishing your body. Most people know to say thank you after receiving something, expressing gratitude for what they have already. This is a conditional gratitude. You need the result to be there and complete before you feel it. The true manifesting power of gratitude is the declaration in advance of your needs being met. You do not need to rely on anything being in the outer world before you express appreciation for it. Saying thank you is the abracadabra of life. It calls beauty and grace to you, reminding you of your humility. As part of life, you are a grain of sand on a beach, blessed to live this brief time on earth. Gratitude is the key to your question right now. Can you be thankful for whatever happens? Can you show appreciation for the highest good of all and not just for yourself? Can you see this adventure called life through the eyes of gratitude, humility, and kindness? Yes, be thankful for all that you have experienced up until now, all your loved ones, fresh air, the food on your plate. Be grateful for the divinity in you. Look around you. All things are sacred. Praise what you see and what you don't see yet. Miracles are waiting for you to call them to life. So Cancer, this is a month of transformation, and use that practice to transform your life. It's time. Thank you for being here. Hello, Leo. Judas is showing up. Catalyst and soul contract. Whew. This is a month where you have completed a soul contract. This is a month where so many things are going to be so new, so different, that it might feel a little scary. But I do feel like the catalyst this month is going to be your inner knowing, your inner being coming through, helping you to receive new blessings, new abundance, new resources, new people, new opportunities. This is going to be a month where your soul contracts of division, unworthiness, fear in any way, shape, or form that had manifested in your life, you have completed it. I truly feel that, Leo, that in the new moon, full solar eclipse that we experienced, you were reborn. Your energy has been transformed. That the soul contracts of the past that you came in with have been completed. And it is time for you now to be the new version of yourself. And for some of you, you're going to be able to now recognize any Judas in your midst. Anyone who's been deceptive, anyone who's deceived you, any situation that doesn't serve you, you're going to be able to see it from a new perspective with a clarity. That can be a little disconcerting. There may be some grief this month as you have to walk away or leave some people or situations behind for a finality, just because it doesn't work. The energy just doesn't, the resonance, the frequency doesn't match. They're so far apart. And so you might actually have people kind of falling away or leaving you because they think you're different, right? They're attacking you for being holier than thou or a know-it-all. And it's not. It's just you coming into this resonance with higher frequencies of compassion and love and kindness that they just can't handle. They just can't handle. Whew. All right, Leo. Big energies. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Yep, I was feeling it because you're now in connection with your higher self. You're able to feel, see, hear, and know, receive inspiration, signs, symbols, synchronicities that are just amazing to the people around you who aren't experiencing that. They haven't done the work. They haven't put in the shadow work. They haven't walked through the mud. They've tried to take the easy way out. And so now that you've done the hard work, now that you are being given the blessings, it's because your higher self is coming in saying, you did it. You did it. And for some of you, these soul contracts are just being wiped clean. So, that means that abusive relationship doesn't fit anymore and you're leaving. It means that job that has been diminishing you or using you, you're walking, you don't fit. You don't fit. For some of you, you might even be getting fired. And I want you to know that that's a good thing because they weren't valuing you. You were being utilized in a way that wasn't fair to you. So for some of you, you weren't being paid a fair wage. For some of you, you were having your ideas being stolen by other people. So your higher self is coming in and saying, yeah, you no longer can resonate with anybody who is not of a higher frequency. So anybody in those lower frequencies of fear and greed and lust and unworthiness, they're just down there. They're in grief, they're in anger, they're in jealousy, and they just don't fit with you anymore. That's not who you are. You're so heart-centered now. You're so heart-centered, Leo, that anybody that is not heart-centered, it's such it's so far apart on the spectrum of love that they're, it's falling away. So however it's falling away in your life, I don't want you to be disconcerted this month, because it means that something better is coming in. Your higher self is bringing you the blessings, the abundance, the new relationship. Yeah, when the weavers build the sun. Yeah, look at that, Leo. Your sign's coming out in your sign. I love it. I love it. I love it. I pre-shuffled these, and they always turn out like perfectly right, because spirit is with us. So Leo, there it is. The value of dreaming big, success at seemingly impossible tasks. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Those old contracts are out of here. Your clarity, your perception of how you see things now, it's leading you to success, success, success. Legend has it that when the Dreamweavers built the sun, they created a huge ball of fire so they could see all the miraculous things they wove into being. They needed light and more life force energy to flood our world so life could grow and flourish. Their big dream didn't exist before they imagined what it could be. They made it up as they went along with no plans to follow nor certainty about how to do it. They claimed it energetically and followed the prompts of the conscious universe, their partner. They made an impossible thing real. Right now, you're in a similar place. You have a big dream, but you don't have the how yet. Sometimes you question whether it's even possible and wonder if it's meant to happen at all. Looking at the chaos in the world, you wonder if it's selfish to feel that you deserve any of your desires. Do not give up on your dreams. Something unique will serve the greater good wants you to call it to life. You're being given this idea as a gift from the divine, and it is your mission to forge a new path to bring it here. If you knew the how of it, it would mean that you're not dreaming big enough. Whatever your dream, you need to begin now. It's time to act. Hold the vision of success, but not too tight, and lean into this greatness, your greatness. Just think of how many you will touch by this action. Trust that you were made for this. Step forward and keep walking, one step at a time, and the universe will open the doors one by one. So that is what's going on. Anybody in those lower frequencies, anything, it's falling away, Leo, because you are just on this new frequency that's about success and your purpose, bringing forth your purpose. And again, you may not know the how, and that's okay. Spirit is saying, keep going, and anything falling away, just know that something better is being replaced this month. So welcome, 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 Leo. You have arrived. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to May. Faith over fear, you can cope. So this is a month of you just leaning into faith, knowing that anything that is fear-based this month is not where you want to be. This is a month where fear is being knocked out of the park. I really, truly feel that for you, Virgo. This is time for you to receive. It is time for things to come in. And whatever's feeling overwhelming, just lean into your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters, because they are here to help you. And that's what I'm feeling with these with Jesus in this boat full of people. Like, you have a boat full of people ready and willing to help you, Virgo, this month. And for some of them, I feel like they're in the physical. So it may be a situation where your coping is actually having you step out of your comfort zone and maybe, asking for help, or just really sending up those prayers that help comes in. But whatever the fear is, the faith is going to be bigger this month. Because it's time for you not to play it safe, Virgo. I'm really feeling that. I'm feeling like you're the only one holding yourself back. You're the only one keeping you in the garden where it's safe and it's pleasant and everything is what you know. And this is the month to take the risk, take the leap of faith, go forth, I feel like your spirit guides are coming in and saying you're the only one holding you back. Whatever it is you wanted to achieve, whatever it is you're wanting, it's time to not play it safe. It's time to know that you've been playing it safe. And this is the month where you're being offered. And that's where you have to have the faith over fear. This is where meeting that new person after maybe a long drought or an abusive situation is scary, and they want you to have faith. Or you're being offered that new job, that position that maybe is more responsibility than you've ever had before. No, have the faith over the fear, right? Whatever it is that feels too big or too good to be true, that's what I'm feeling for you this month. May is all about going forward from a place of strength, even though it's so much easier to play small. It's so much easier to stay where you know you're protected, you know the job, you know the person, you know the situation, even though you're not really happy, even though it's not really what you want. You've been kind of maintaining status quo, and Spirit's like, no, this is the month where you're being kind of bumped out of status quo, and we want you to know that it's okay when you're bumped to the other side of the fence, when you're bumped out of your comfort. Just know we are here. You can cope, you can achieve, you can be okay. Lean on us. We are here for you. All right. So faith over fear this month in whatever way that playing it safe isn't going to be working for you. So when it's time to say goodbye, yeah. And this is what I'm feeling, that being bumped out of something is because there's been a situation where it's been time and you've not been making the change, right? So this is completions, endings, death leading to new beginnings, loss. When it's time to say goodbye, it's time to end one way of being and move on to a new chapter in your life. This can be accompanied by pain because you have to say goodbye to someone you love, someone who has meant something to you, someone important. You may not want to let go, but you must face the loss and the grief and bless what was. Other times it's necessary that you purposefully put on an end to something. Perhaps you need to walk away from an unhealthy relationship to be true to yourself, or maybe a connection has run its course and that it's just how it is. Right now, you're meant to close the door on a part of your life so you can begin something new, something meaningful and designed for your beautiful self-expression, success, and happiness. You can be sure it's time for a different experience, a more aligned, authentic way for you to be in the world. You've come so far. Be brave and bless all that has come before now. Who will you become? So much magic awaits. So yes, that's what I'm feeling for you, Virgo. There is something beautiful, brand new starting for you this month, and it's going to be important for you to embrace it and not try to hold yourself back. So happy May. Thank you for being here. Hi, Libra. Whew. Peter, denial and weakness. Yeah, I feel like this is a month where you are getting out of denial and weakness. I feel like this is a month where you are coming into your strength and your power, but it may take a little bit of help to jump that hurdle, step through that doorway, whatever it is, right? So remember that the Ankh came through to say this month you are protected. So I do feel like this is the month where you find your strength in some way, that this is about getting out of denial where you haven't wanted to look at a situation too closely or a person's motives too closely. And there's no not doing that. That this is a milestone this month where you are making, Libra, some really big moves. And look at that. You get the award. You get the award big time for making the move, for taking the step through the doorway, for looking very closely at someone or a situation where you have been giving them too much grace, doing too much for them. All right, Libra. When a coyote calls your name, when coyote calls your name. So let's dig into this for you. Number 3. So that's a master number. All right. So divine detours, the value of not getting what you think you want, discovering a greater treasures when you are forced to change course. So it does feel like the milestone coming in for you is a course correction this month, but not to again, deny what's coming in, not to like keep your head buried in the sand. Sometimes you find yourself confused about your direction. You might have been so sure you were meant for this situation, this love, this job, or this thing, that you're forced to walk away. All the signs had been pointing to potential magic and fulfillment, but somehow things are not turning out the way you expected or wanted. When Coyote calls your name, you're being given a great gift. This apparent loss, detour, or change of course has been set in motion to give you what you truly need. The Dreamweavers know the truth of your heart. They know the perfect reflections of your greatest dreams are already available and woven into the fabric of your life, just waiting for you to discover them. But they are meant to come in a different form than the one you've become attached to. In this moment, it's important for you to surrender your expectations and trust in divine timing and form. When Coyote calls your name, you will know this was the best way for you after all. Your life is woven true, and the new threads of your experience sparkle. There really was no loss or disappointment at all, only a new, meaningful adventure and a beautiful story to tell. So, something is coming in this month that is going to change the direction. And don't be afraid of it. Don't be in denial. Don't stick your head in the sand. Embrace the new. This is your month. Thank you for being here. Hello, Scorpio. Paul, awakening and transformation. Oh, Scorpio, this is a month. And I don't feel like this is new transformation. I feel like this is continuation of transformation you've been going through, right? So there's been a lot of fire energy out there in this Taurus energy that we're currently in. I feel like is helping you ground, which is helping you to ground those transformations, those changes internally into your being. And those internal shifts will then start to manifest in your external this month. So there is going to be something in your external that will change this month, but it's being guided by the healing and the opening up of your energies that's been going on. So for those of you who've been really inspired, for those of you who are really feeling, hearing, knowing, and seeing what Spirit has been bringing you, the signs, the dreams, it really feels like this is you stepping into the knowingness of what Spirit has been bringing you. Yeah. And it's coming through friends and colleagues. So this is coming through new connections with people. So I feel like friends and colleagues, yes, in some ways, this is going to be new people, Scorpio, but I also feel like there's going to be a resurgence in some relationships where you now value these people in a different way, where maybe you have thought some people were out there or whatever. It feels like this month you see them. You see them in a new light. You understand this transformation, this awakening that you've been going through allows you to now understand the cosmos, your role in the cosmos, and the people around you better. So there's been a huge like clarity coming through for you in the past few months. And I feel like this month it's like blinders off, seeing things like through brand new glasses where everything is very clear, almost to the point of a lot of aha moments, like, oh, now I understand why this happens this way, or why this person acts that way, or why I didn't receive this, or I didn't get that, right? Because it wasn't for my highest and greatest good, or it was going to lead me down this dark road that I couldn't see at the time, right? So I do feel like there's just a lot of clarity that comes in for you, Scorpio, this month, that is really bringing you the people and the situations that are going to be taking you forward in this new transformed energy that you have been cultivating and coming into for a few months now. Yes, let your dreams be woven true. So these people in these situations are definitely bringing you into what it is you want, who you are at a very core level, right? Who you came here to be. The card of the Dreamweavers, co-creation, partnership with divine powers, trusting your dreams will be in alignment with your soul's destiny, surrendering your will to a higher power. It's all about awakening. I love it. Scorpio, I'm very excited for you this month. Human beings often believe they create their world through the power of determination and will alone. Hard work and effort, striving, ambition, focus, imagination, and desire are all worthy components of reality creation, but they are not the only ones. To truly be an empowered co-creator and work your magic in the world, you need to remember you are in a partnership with your higher power. This is a metaphor of the dream weavers. It is a reminder that you are never alone. There are always divine forces at work on your behalf, listening to the stories in your mind and heart and reflecting them in the outer world. There is another message here about the strands in the fabric of reality that are constantly being woven. While there are things you cannot change or control, there are also the threads you choose to weave into this fabric of life, based on the electric force within you. You dance between surrender and creation, fueled by your inspired dreams and intentions. Now is not the time for pushing harder, but for allowing things to organically take their course. Do your part, taking your steps by surrendering the rest to the divine. Remember, your job is to know your why and hold space for the energy of your dream. In weaving the sacred essence of your desire, the how of it will be revealed. Weave and let go, weave and release. Let your dreams be woven true, and like magic, things will seem to work out, even when you're not concentrating on the pattern. So there it is, Scorpio. There it is. This is going to be a month of surrender for you. Allow the how to show up and know that it will. So thank you for being here. Hello, Sagittarius. Oh, freedom this month. Freedom. Look at that, Sagittarius. Just be you. You don't have to put on any airs. You don't have to be or do anything you don't want. This is about you truly stepping into your authenticity, setting the boundaries where you need to. Because through setting the boundaries with the people and situations that don't serve you or have been taking advantage of you, it allows you the grace and the space to have the freedom to choose who and what you want. And I feel like this is the month for that. Big time, actually. Very big time. Yeah. Yep. There it is. Friends, families, and guides are coming in to allow you to express your authenticity, your gifts, your talents shining through this month. That says family, friends, and guides. Yeah. So this is about the family members who love you, the friends who see you for who you are, and your guides really bringing you into who you are, because it is time for you to express who you are. And I feel like for some of you, Sagittarius, this is also allowing you to manifest or come into partnership with your most compatible soulmate. So for some of you, this is finding the mentor that's going to help you, the romantic partner that you've been really trying to manifest. For some of you, this is really bringing you in people that are going to be on like a whole nother level in connection. And it's because of the work you've been doing that you are now able to just be you. And, you know, for some of you, this has taken a lot to get here. This has taken a lot of healing. This has taken a lot of shadow work. I feel like May is kind of like your graduation, that what you've been going through is really allowing you to now be you in a way that maybe you've never been truly able to be authentic in the past. There's always been a part of you or an aspect of you that you've had to hide. There's been something about hiding in the past, whether it was a dream, a desire, a goal, something about you and who you came to be, how you feel about things, whatever it is. It feels like, you're done. You're done hiding. You're done not being that authentic expression of yourself. So all the willows know your name is going to be your advice. So being witnessed and seen by another. Yes, very authentically. Being understood. The flexibility of healthy relationships, interdependence. It's such a beautiful feeling to know that you are truly seen by another or by a whole community. When you are known, accepted, and witnessed by others, you have a wonderful sense of connection and communication. You feel the grounded safety of belonging. These are the kinds of relationships present in your life now, and they provide you with plenty of room to grow. This sense of connection rises from a space of transparency, honesty, trust, and radical self-acceptance. You naturally invite others to see you as you see yourself in the fullness of your expression. When you shine, it comes from a true desire to share, and that is compelling and attractive to others who can appreciate you. Know that right now you are seen, witnessed, respected, appreciated, and accepted. You don't have to look for approval, for you already have it. Remember that you shine on behalf of the divine, and isn't it amazing that all the willows know your name? Doesn't that feel good? This is your month to shine. So enjoy your month. Thank you for being here. Hi, Capricorn. Children, cherish and enter their world. Yes, this is a month for childlike abandon. For some of you, this will be about possibly getting pregnant. So if that's not something you want, I would be aware of that. But I think for most of us, this is about having that childlike abandon, cherish and enter their world. So taking moments to really have childlike enthusiasm and excitement about things that, as Capricorns, you can be very grounded, you can be very focused. And I feel like this month of May is all about maybe having more abandonment, more enthusiasm, getting excited or allowing yourself to play, go on vacation. Not just be the workhorse, right? Yeah. So that's what's absolutely going to help you. This energy is going to help you work through any conflict that may be arising, whether that's internal or external. So Capricorn, just know that if anything is showing up that feels like a conflict or an obstacle or a challenge this month, don't engage. Really, set it aside and go forth and do something that brings that enthusiasm, that wonder, that freedom, playfulness, downtime. It's almost like a rejuvenation of spirit this month, I feel like, for you, Capricorn, in May. Like, you need to rejuvenate your spirit. You need to fill up your cup. That you've been working really hard for a long time. There's been a lot of obstacles and challenges that you have overcome. And this is the month where you just need to go on vacation or do a staycation, set aside the work and really allow yourself to play, because that's where the new inspiration is going to come from. That's where the new resurgence of energy is going to come from. Yeah. Weavers watch the dragonfly. Weavers watch the dragonfly, 41. So this is your advice to help you understand or do something that is very opposite of your nature. Being the observer, curiosity, having curiosity, seeing the big picture, not taking anything personally. Sometimes we get so involved in our feelings about things we begin to believe we are those emotions. They become a part of our identity, part of our story forever. Instead of understanding the transience of opinions, we become trapped in our beliefs about the world and our part in it. Those ideas harden and stiffen until they form a tight container around our possibilities. While a container can be a good thing, we can find ourselves trapped in an old story. A good question to ask now about the subject you want this oracle to illuminate is, what am I making this mean? What if you removed your assumptions? What if nothing is ever personal? Now is the time to look at your situation and see it for what it is. Step back and look at the bigger picture. Remain neutral and curious and be willing to explore it from a different perspective. There's so much more to discover here, so it's important not to get caught up in being right or getting caught in the smallest details that obscure a more expansive potential. Even in the most joyful times, you still run the risk of thinking it will always be that way, when everything will change and evolve, even transcend this forever place. Because that is the truth of life. You're on a beautiful journey, and if you remain open and hopeful and willing to discover things that are unknown to you, that gift of curiosity will lead you to treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Like the dream weavers watch the dragons fly, so should you observe your inner and outer worlds in the same manner. When you really learn to pay attention and can say, that's interesting, the hidden doors of perception swing wide. Such wisdom has always lived inside you. Did you know you were so fortunate? Stay open. This is the month to be curious, Capricorn. Be curious. So thank you for being here. Aquarius. Joseph, fathering and responsibility. Yeah, Aquarius, this is a month for masculine energy in your life, whether this is a new person coming into your life to be in your life, a father, brother, romantic partner, colleague, coworker, mentor. Yeah, I feel like, or even getting in connection with your divine masculine, because that's basically what came up with both your cards, which is just a beautiful synchronicity here. So for some of you, you are being offered a loving man. You are having a new romantic partner come in, or you're having a resurgence of a relationship that you're in, for those of you in long-standing partnerships. So take it how it resonates. But yeah, I feel like masculine energy is coming into you in this month of May in a very favorable way. So it's going to be open to your interpretation of how this is resonating for you or how this is coming into your life. But this is a month for being open to masculine energy, or that balancing of the divine masculine within yourself to help you make choices and decisions going forward that are going to be beneficial. But yeah, for some of you, you're definitely being offered love. And it's going to be important to be discerning. But yes, take that how that resonates. Beyond your fears, the weavers dance. So there's your advice to go with that message. The negative effects of prolonged fearful thoughts, moving out of fight, flight, freeze, being courageous in spite of your fears. Beyond your fears, the dream weavers dance, weaving the beautiful patterns of your life into the great weaving of all life. Fear, although a worthy self-protective emotion, engages your fight, flight, freeze response. This trauma response, which also includes submit, cry for help, is not meant to be sustained for any prolonged period. Perhaps you've experienced something in your life that has you constantly on patrol. Your brain is in survival mode, always seeking potential threats, trying to keep you safe, but also cutting you off from your connection with spirit. It's hard to move past your fears if you've been conditioned to expect the worst. Your inquiry now is shining a light on the idea of false evidence appearing real, rather than something actually worthy of fear. Take several deep breaths and release the catastrophe in your mind. There's nothing to worry about. Allow for what is to be what is. Now is the time to trust life, to trust yourself, and to trust the universe. Release your fears to the divine and step forward. You might feel vulnerable, maybe a bit exposed, but you will regain your confidence and sense of humor quickly. Now dust yourself off, stop ruminating, take a media break, and gaze into the field of potential that surrounds you. It's all about where your attention goes, isn't it? Yeah, don't hold yourself back this month. So however this masculine energy is showing up for you, whether it's going to be in a new partner or connection in some way, don't let any fear of the past, how, past relationships didn't work out or people did you dirty back then. This is new energy. And I really feel it's important, Aquarius, for you to take the new energy forward and not let the past fear get in your way. All right. So thank you for being here. Enjoy your May. Pisces, temptation, moral compass. There's a saying, right? Speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil. Yeah, that's what I feel like this card is bringing me to. And so it's going to be important this month, Pisces, that you really look at where you are tempted, and to be very honest with yourself and very connected to your higher self, which I feel like is what's being that connection to your higher self is going to be the thing that helps you navigate whatever it is that you're being tempted by this month, or old temptations, old addictions, old patterns of self-sabotage is what we're overcoming this month. And so getting into connection with your higher self is going to allow you to do that, to get into the energy of love. By getting into the energy of love this month, dropping down into your heart. Whenever you're working on talking to someone, whether you're working on having a difficult conversation with someone, whether you're working on overcoming a temptation, an addiction. And I'm talking all kinds of addiction, guys, you know, not just drugs, but, you know, not just alcohol, not just the physical addictions, but also the mental addictions, right? The patterns of self-sabotage and fear and being addicted to victimization and always being the victim in the situation, right? If you're leaning into love, you're able to encompass love, be love. That way you're not the victim, right? You have choices and decisions that you can make. And for some of you, I feel like you're overcoming old relationship patterns where you were addicted to the bad boy, right? You were addicted to the bad energy. You were addicted to the ego. You were addicted to, you know, that beginning part of a relationship that is the honeymoon stage, right? So for some of you, this is about coming out of that addiction and coming into this true love energy of, you know, having a most compatible soulmate, really valuing someone for their opinions and for who they are, not just how they look or what they can do for you or how they make you feel, right? This is more balanced. True love is more balanced. It's more real. And that's what I'm feeling like for you. So for those of you, Pisces, who are coming into a most compatible soulmate connection this month, or any soulmate connection this month, really looking at it, you know, is this like an old temptation of the past, an old addiction of the past, or I was addicted to the narcissist, I was addicted to the Romeo, right, energy, right? So I feel like, you know, this true love coming in, it is going to feel very different than anything you've experienced before, especially if you've not allowed yourself to really be vulnerable with someone, really open your heart to someone. So this is a month that really is going to ask you to drop down into your heart in whatever the temptation is, whether it's a romantic relationship or whether it's your own addiction to your victimization and your self-sabotage, right? Yeah. So where the sunbeams have to show. So yeah, let's see what the advice is for you this month, Pisces. Gentle illumination on things needed in order to progress. Truth revealed when you are ready. Curiosity, a flicker of an important idea. There are times in life when you get momentarily glimpses of possibilities and you know that if you don't act on them right away, they'll disappear like fireflies in the night. Yet, like soft sunbeams flickering on the surface of still water, the awareness of those possibilities is nonetheless soothing and comforting. They serve to remind you of the magic of the natural world and also the impermanence of things. They come to capture your attention. Something is flickering in your awareness now. There is some idea, some niggling thought, some intuitive tingling calling for your attention. Don't discard or deny it. This is the spark of inspiration asking for you to follow it in a greater radiance. Now is time for exploration, for gaining clarity, as the important pathways to your destiny are being illuminated and celebrated. Ask to be shown, and it will be done. When the sunbeams have to show is your next step forward, never revealing the entire staircase, just one step at a time. Follow the light and trust the divine. This is the brilliant way of the highest good. Yeah, so this month, it's not going to come in all at once. It's asking you to take one step at a time. And so I feel like for those of you in a romantic relationship, meeting someone for the first time, this may feel very different. It may go way slower than you're used to. You're used to that passion on passion, real quick, let's jump in. And this is going to be really different. So this is going to be a month of slowing down and really gaining your footing in some way. So it's going to be good, but it is going to stretch you because you're so used to that egoic energy. And this is going to be more high vibrational love energy, whether love for yourself or love with another. But this is going to be an amazing month for you in stretching yourself out of temptation. All right. So thank you for being here. Enjoy your month. Hello, Aries. Faith. Find holiness within. Yes, this is a month of faith. You are going to be challenged. some of the ways that you think about things is going to be challenged, or some perceptions that you've held from the past are going to be challenged. So this is going to be a month of you really stepping into that divinity within, dropping down into your heart, getting in connection to your higher self, really allowing that to be the messages and the energy that kind of runs the show this month. So any ego trying to come through this month is not going to work, because it is time for you to be optimistic. It is time for you to know that there are optimisms coming in this month. So there's going to be abundance, there's going to be blessings, there's going to be prosperity, but it's through your belief, right? We block our blessings when we stay in glass half empty energy, right? So this is a really good month for you to get into gratitude and to you to really utilize the law of gratitude, of appreciation, of praise, really getting into that high vibrational frequency, because wherever you're being tested and asking to have the faith this month, right? Something falling away, something wanting to come in that is going to be very different than what you're used to this month. Because I do feel like opportunity, absolutely, but opportunity in ways that you can't even imagine because you've never been there before. And so, yeah, you've got to stay optimistic that everything is working out for your highest and greatest good, because it is. But you can absolutely self-sabotage if you're not staying in faith, if you're not connecting with your higher self this month, Aries. So time to feed the hungry heart is the advice. All right. So yeah, time out. Self-care, a need to regroup and replenish, nourishment. So this is going to be a month of stepping back to be able to tap into your higher self and feel that divinity within, that spark of faith that resides within you. There are times when you work so hard and move so fast, juggling so many things and putting others first, that you don't remember to take care of yourself. When this happens, you start to feel burned out. You might resist this knowledge and force yourself to the exhaustion to prove you're a hero, to show how far you can push yourself. After all, it's an impressive thing to be the busy one, the one who handles it all, isn't it? Well, the universe is not impressed at all. Did you know that the world will continue to spin if you take some time to take care of yourself? Do you remember what kinds of books or shows you love to explore for the sake of fun? You must build yourself up with stories of hope and redemption, love and goodness, triumph and truth if you want to write it in your own story. Maybe you need a hot bath and a good cry, or not. A hug from a pet, dancing for the sake of it. A walk where you don't bring your list of to-dos with you. You can accomplish so much more if you include rest, relaxation, fun, spending time, quality time with your loved ones, healthy food, and lots of self-love to your menu. It's time to feed your hungry heart. Feed it with love. Yes, dropping down into your heart this month, it's going to be really, really important to get in touch with your higher self, Aries, so that you can feel, see, hear, and know what spirit is bringing you, which when you have that knowingness or that ability to be inspired or connected into the inspiration, right, that faith piece just becomes automatic. So have a beautiful month, and thank you for being here.